Going good, man. How was your day?
Not bad. Had to work. Hang on, gotta do something. Had to work and all that, but punched out and I'm good now. I'm off tomorrow,
Nice.
so
Nice.
gonna have a nice little time, have some fun with this pod, and you know. But how about you? How was your day today, man?
It was good. Did some things around the house. Watched a show,
There
but
you
other
go.
than that, just relaxed after the house shit.
No, I feel you. I feel you. But guys, I have an intro for you, and it's been a while. It's been a long fucking time. I don't remember the last time I had an intro, but I have one for you today, and I'm really hoping that I kind of stick with this shit and do them. I get lazy though, and busy, and fucking busy. I gotta say that as well. But you know, let's go. Oh, horror fam, horror fam, horror fam. It's time to get a little crazy. It's time to get a little psycho. Because tonight we are reviewing Psycho from 1998, starring Vince Vaughn, by the way. Yeah, that one. You know who I'm talking about. Starring Vince Vaughn. In the title, careful click click. Shout out to Wu-Tang. The link to that song is right down in the description. You guys should check it out. And by the way, Busta Rhymes, give me some more, sampled the music from Psycho. Did you know that? Did you? Well, you do now. And I think it's so awesome. But enough about hearing me. Let's hear me and some others talk about this movie. And dive into the comments. Let us know how you think as well. Welcome to the madness. Let's have some fun. I miss doing those, man. I really miss doing those.
I did not know that fact. I know a lot of rappers pulled from horror movies. Like there's the Mike Myers song for was it Master P?
Maybe I didn't listen to him because he's trash.
Was it Hootie Hoo or something like that? Wasn't that? Didn't that have that Mike Myers theme in the back, Halloween theme?
I don't remember, but I know there's a Diplomat song that
Hootie
has
Hoo.
it. That has it. I actually listened to very recently. It's on the Biggie Duets album. I just can't think of the song off the top of my head. But there's a lot. Just music in general. Just music in general.
You got Fresh Prince singing the fucking Freddy Krueger song.
Well, his version of it, Nightmare on My Street.
Yeah.
Nope. But I like it.
Do you count that? You count that as a spoof or a real song? I count it as a spoof.
I mean, in the middle, because it's a dope song.
No, the song is cool, but he like, okay, it's Freddy. He's like doing like you watch the music video and everything.
Oh,
it's like he's making fun of it and shit. So I don't know. To me, it's like a spoof. But no, it was a good song. He did good with it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Especially back then. You're like, oh shit. Right now, if you're into fucking metal, Ice Nine Kills, all their songs are all about horror movies.
Yeah, I know about because Henry's the one that told me about him originally. But you, Henry, and
they're
Joe.
badass.
Shout out to Joe, by the way. It's been a while, Joe.
They're badass. But you gotta like metal music. So I understand a lot of people don't like metal, so they're like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to that shit. But the songs are their music videos are like you watching a fucking movie.
I've listened to I've heard some of their songs when I was out in Colorado, because Henry would play them when we were going somewhere and shit. But other than that, I've never heard any of their stuff. But maybe it'll be something I'll check out in the future.
Yeah, they got songs for everybody.
That's dope.
Voorhees, Freddy, fucking like Scream, everything.
You know what's funny is like, had this music thing started last year with the title, I mean, technically it did with the Taylor Swift thing, but say if it started earlier in the year and it wasn't Taylor Swift at that time, Ice Nine Kills would have probably been used for the Freddy vs. Jason thing, like the whole thing. It would have just been easy to fucking find a song for it.
That would have been cool. Yes, that would have been cool.
Well, we'll see what happens down the road. Well, this whole year is hip hop, people. I already mentioned that this 2024 is hip hop. 2025. I have some thoughts. I keep bouncing different ideas in my mind, but I think I'm stuck on one. I think I
The
have. I
year,
think I know.
the year of country is when James takes another vacation.
No, there's not gonna be your country. I think what
Okay.
it's gonna be, it's gonna be just mixed genres, and kind of go from there.
No, I'm like, yeah, we're not listening to the songs. It's just the titles. I wouldn't care. I was just kidding.
Well,
But
listen, the songs will be in the description. The song
chill. If you
you
want to
guys
listen
know
to a
the song.
music video, you can go
That's
click it.
one,
Yeah,
and two. I'm gonna be listening to the songs. I'm
not
gonna
the
listen to
country.
the songs from here on out because why not? I guess. I
Why
mean, watch
not?
the movie
Yeah.
and listen to the song, and it's
Then,
only
then you,
one. It's only one song per movie, and who knows? Maybe you'll find. And actually, the fun and cool thing about this whole process, and people, if you're watching and paying attention and listening, try this. Go try this little journey with us. These two songs right here, add them to your playlist. Every song I do, add them to your playlist, or at least check them out and see if you like them. Even if you add them to your playlist, just listen to it one time, see if you like them. If you like them, add them to your playlist. If not, fuck it. But you tried. You'll. I guarantee. I can almost guarantee every single one of us doing this from here on out for the rest of this year alone. Let's just say that we'll find at least two songs that we like that we never thought we would like,
hmm.
or even just thought of listening to. I'll say because it is all hip hop this year, so I'm a hip hop fan. But I'm just saying, just in general, like you know what I mean. There's gonna be at least two songs out of the whole year. I'm just saying two songs. There's probably gonna be more, but I'm just saying two, just two.
Hmm.
And then next year will be more fun because it'll be a mixed genre. That'll be some shit. But James, Psych
Yes.
1988.
Psycho. Well, they
What
could
are
have
your
just
friend?
1998. The year didn't matter. It's a copy of the fucking original. I mean, from take to take,
It is.
scene to scene, the fucking
It is.
exact.
And
Except for I think the only part they had, because I can't remember the original. I didn't watch the original because I know the movie. I was like watching this is the original because I
but
remember seeing we reviewed it before. I believe. I don't know.
no, I thought like I went and looked back. We did American Psycho. We didn't do Psycho though.
Oh,
We may have done the original Psycho. We did do the original Psycho,
because we
but
talked about because I remember this movie. I remember watching this movie because it was a copy, exact copy of the original. Like they didn't change nothing except for where I was getting to the Vince Vaughn jerking off scene. I don't remember that in the original.
see,
Like
and I watched
kicking
the
through the
original today,
wall.
but I still don't think that happened in the original. I don't remember though.
Yeah, so that's like the only thing added. Everything else is like their exact copy.
Yeah, it really was, and oh man, it was like
I
thinking
mean,
about
I'm
it and
not
watching.
hating on it. I'm like, it's just like you're like, oh, it's a remake. Yeah. No,
But
it's like they
but
modernized it. They updated it. It's the same
yeah,
movie. They just is better, clearer, more color, and they changed the actors.
yeah.
Basically, that's it.
So pretty much what you would rather them done is switched it up a little bit, like had the
Yeah,
same
like you
story,
like a
but just
normal remake. Yeah, same story, just like Evil Dead. Same
mhm,
story, but they added shit.
same premise. Yeah, just make it your own. Yeah, that's fair to
Yeah.
say. That is fair to say. I actually agree with you on that because it was like it's not a bad movie, but I
No.
mean, it really is just like the original. And I mean, yo, Jamie Lee Curtis's mom was bad, by the way. She was in the original one. Whew.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, I was like, just Jamie Lee Curtis's mom's not in this one. No, Anne Heche was in for the first, like, I don't know, like majority of the movie. But Vince Vaughn is like the main, I guess they count him as the main actor. But Anne Heche was the one who stole the $400,000.
Yeah, which was just
So she was in most of the movie, but then it turned into she wasn't the main character. Norman Bates is the main character, but then it's the sister and the guy she was the boyfriend of hers.
yeah.
But that sucks too, man, because that scene, because she's sitting there at the hotel with him. He's fucking weird out. For one, I would have left. That dude was weird. Like he is acting like that. I'm talking. It's like basically they had an argument. Like he was like threatening her, and she was like with her sandwich in her hand, just chilling.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, who are you talking to? I'm out of here. Get the fucking leave.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know. You got two fingers. Can they both fit in the butthole?
Wow.
I mean, depending on whose butthole. Mine? Yes.
That very proud too.
Sorry, we ran a little late. Paul's on his way.
Oh, you're good.
So
You're good,
good.
man. I know you're doing your show.
We're just talking about how this movie is the exact copy of the original.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry. I've got plenty to say.
That's all we're talking about. We're also
Except
talking.
for,
I was
now,
talking about
now, Mick.
how-
Except for the jerking off scene, right? That didn't take place in the first movie.
No.
Okay, I know. Okay,
it's a heavy implication of all the sexual activity and such in the 60s. Like they changed it up a little bit, but no, the jerk off. You just watched it today, jerky.
Sturdy. Not right now. Maybe when I get off camera.
No, he said that he didn't remember that because I didn't watch the original because I watched it many times. But I'm watching it in the Vince Vaughn scene. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a copy for copy. I was like, I don't remember that part though. They did add something. They added that.
It's a heavy implication because when he's looking through the peephole, like you see it get more intense, his eye.
Yeah.
And back in the 60s, innuendo is all the way you got sex across on the screen. So it's implied. There's themes there of it. Like he's sexually aroused by this. I never took it as he was masturbating though. I always took it as he got a hard on.
Yeah.
And that's why he ended up turning into the mother and killing her, because every time he reached that sexual peak, like where he's like hard, he had to shove it down by turning into his mother, flipping the switch and stopping it.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. I'm going with it. Yo, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. Oh my god, man.
Oh, Vivian. she was such a beauty. Yeah.
Yes. I was trying to put it into like
Aaron's in love. He's like, God damn, I got to be on time machine, go to the 60s.
Yeah, but no, listen, because hold up. We could talk about a time machine going back to the 60s.
What would be yours?
I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm gonna show you right where I'm going.
You love Old Mary.
Right in black and white too. Black and white.
Oh shit.
See me back there cheesing.
Do you like the mom better than Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's a classic beauty to her. Like she is. I mean, she's beautiful. And even in H2O, when she's like she's older and she's getting in the psycho car. She's like a beautiful older woman. Like, I mean, granted, she's not looking like what she did in her 20s, but you know, like some of us are going to age and we're going to get in hopefully to our 70s, 80s, 90s, and we're going to look like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not her. No. Not Jamie Lee, her daughter.
No.
Shit.
No, it's a hell of a thing to be able to just stay looking that beautiful, you know.
And honestly, that might be part of it why she's like so gorgeous, because back then it's like a classy, like the pose is like just classic. It's just made them like, you're like, God damn, like it's something different. Now it's like all slutty and shit. The poses these days.
I think that's
don't get me wrong, you still like it, but it's not the same.
Yeah, but it's you know what it is. No, but go back to no. Stay on that. Seriously, stay on that. You know what it is. And listen, ladies out there that are looking for husbands and looking for significant others.
Do not say this. Do not say this.
I'm saying it. I don't care. I'm saying it.
I have a copyright. I have not partaken in this conversation.
That's what you should do. Be yourselves and be confident. But no,
okay, thank God. I thought that was going a different way.
I thought I was going somewhere else.
I was about to jump ship.
I don't know
where's this going?
I don't know what you guys think of me.
Completely out of character.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
I was like, Sturdy, they can't watch my show where I'm like, hey, you know, is Frankenstein a pet? You know, and then like, are all dullards pets? Like, that's not. First of all, go watch the show and see what we were talking about. Secondly, I was like, if you go a route that you shouldn't dress this way. It's like, no, don't do that.
You guys thought
dress however you want. I love your
you thought I was gonna police women on how they dress, huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were. I thought I never would have guessed that would come from you.
Mm-hmm.
But when you had the words coming out of your mouth and it just seems like that was the sentence it was progressing to, I was like, this is a red flag. Not from you, my friend. So like, that's fine. But like, at the same time, like, it's not going to be a pretty one.
Listen, man, all I'm going to say is it's more catchy to the eye because it's less seen. Think about that. It's different.
Did you just say it without saying it?
I did.
I'm
not
tell you
saying how
what.
you should dress. I'm just saying it's more attractive.
I'll tell you what.
Everything hanging out is sexy and delicious. Yeah, you love it. Of course.
Wear whatever the fuck you want. Because I'm married. I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm not hunting anyone, and I'm not hunting anyone anyway. But
I said helping.
This show's going off the rails tonight already. I'm gonna need to take a nap.
Psycho. It's psycho.
Oh man,
I love it.
Which we've all peeped on someone in the shower we shouldn't have. Let's just be honest.
Whoa.
I have not. I never.
I have.
Okay. Wait. If we share a bathroom, does that count?
If it's your wife, that doesn't count.
Okay, good.
Define share.
These are both our bath.
Because he shared that shower with her. She just was unaware. So
well, he didn't necessarily share the shower. He didn't get in there.
Yeah.
The scene stops. Do not condone any of the talk.
Oh no, we're not
talking
about
this movie.
I'm just saying you didn't put that hole in there just for her. It had been there a while. Like that's
oh yeah, no, that hole's been there a long time. He was just over there tugging away.
The dumbest hole I've ever seen. How do you not notice a fucking hole in the shower?
I know.
Yo, that was a big ass hole on that side too.
The same way they
getting it.
they don't notice guardrails or trees or mailboxes too. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
That's true.
Oh, that was
this movie. I like the original. I don't, and I respect it. I don't think I by far do not think it's Alfred Hitchcock's best work. I can name, I think it's a brilliant work of his. I'm not taking it away. And it's definitely way better than The Birds. But
I get to see that. I can't wait to watch that.
Oh, you never seen Birds?
I like The Birds.
But no, I think I'm gonna put that on the Sternovision wheel though.
You should check it out, and then put on the second one, The Birds 2, Land's End, the TV movie that came out in the 1990s. That was just like, why does this exist? Why did the birds come back? Who cares? And it's not not even following the same story. It's like it's a flow.
Nope, that's gonna be just like that fucking what the fuck was that movie? All right, it was what the fuck was it? The little white girl played her when she was a little white girl at the time in the 80s.
Firestarter?
Yes, thank you, James. See,
I don't know. Listen, I don't know how I got that. Just what he said right there.
Podcasting a lot together, James. We've done probably over 100 episodes together.
That's where we're getting, Paul. That's what I was saying. I got to get there. Got to get there.
I listened. I was like, what? I was like, okay.
But I think because that was such a great lesson that you gave to Paul, because I felt so bad about talking over him during our show, and I told him after the show, I was like, I'm sorry. I got to get back into having a co-host. I got to get back into that mode where I can
be more aggressive, Paul. Don't be afraid.
Or just tell him to shut up.
Yeah,
be more aggressive on the
mic. Casey's tooting all the time.
I'll start wearing a sleeveless shirt every time we podcast, Mick, just for yours.
I've had way too many sleeveless shirted co-hosts.
Have you?
Yeah, Lenny never wore sleeves. Because he had the monitor for his cancer. Yeah, and so like, dude, he's fine with it. I told him, like, sun's out, guns out, have some fun. But it's just always funny to me because I'm like, dude, it's July, put a shirt on.
I'm about to start wearing them now. It's January. Fuck it.
It's July. Put a shirt on.
We're on camera. No, he's a fuck with them. But Casey had sometimes will wear his Big Trouble in Little China shirt. That's sleeveless.
I'm not gonna tell you what mine says. You're just gonna see it and be amazed by it, just like the other men in the gym.
Just like the other men in the gym.
Can't wait.
Oh shit!
They see my shirt, they smile real big, or they get real mad. One of the two. There's no in between.
So, Paul, what did you feel about this movie?
Should we do ratings?
No, we're gonna do that soon. No, don't worry, Mikaru.
So, I love the original. So it's hard for me to really like this version of it. I like Vince Vaughn, so I tried to give it some credit, but I just felt like it was too forced for him at the time. And I might be wrong on that. I just feel like he's gotten more distinguished in his acting as the years have gone on, and I feel like that was too early for a role like that for him. I didn't believe it like I did in Freaky when he's pretending to be a high school girl. I thought his mannerisms were great, and I thought he did a great job accomplishing that. But I don't buy Vince Vaughn as the creepy dude that thinks his mom's watching him pop a boner and he needs to kill someone and he's actually his mom. I just don't buy that with Vince Vaughn's character.
He's too confident.
Yeah.
I think what's his name? Anthony Perkins played that really well. He wasn't you could relate to him. He did a good job like talking, especially when he's talking to Loomis. Not Loomis, he was talking to the detective at the time when they were outside. He's like, you're telling me I'm not going to find her in one of these rooms? He's like, come change the sheets with me.
Yeah.
He answered that so naturally, and I got to watch that again today because you had it on Sturdy Boy grouping. That's where we have sex. So
don't listen to him.
No. So we were seeing that, seeing like the reaction. It shows me like this is a guy who got the character. When he's Norman, he's Norman. He's normal. So and he reacts normally because like even peeking in the shower, I'm not saying it's right, but that's a childish thing to do. We do that as kids because it's like
when you first get into puberty,
or you are a lifeguard in the shower for your wife, so you stay in there just to make sure she don't slip or nothing.
I always do that, but I'm
got
too
life
big in the
insurance.
shower.
I don't need to worry about that.
So it's not childish. It's called when you're doing it as a married man to your wife, and you're wearing a vet. You're wearing the so you don't drown when you go in to save her. You're wearing that shit too, and you got the board in there.
What do? You got the whole outfit with the whistle. You sit on top of the toilet tank and watch her.
Yeah, just right on the back. Straight on the back of the tower.
As you're doing an upper decker. You're watching her in the shower. Just getting ready to save her.
Oh my God. Do you think Norman ever pulled upper deckers in some of the rooms just because he was bored?
I would have done it in every single room and act like I know what the hell the smell was and act like those people were crazy.
Dude,
but you're broke. You're not gonna have any money.
Right. Never mind. I do like the hotels that were close. The competing hotels.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Norman. We know what you're doing.
I will not say the name of the place, but I will say I might have done that at a water park. I might have been a security guard at my first year.
Oh, we have another guy that's done an upper decker that we know now.
I've never done an upper decker.
Every bathroom, not just one. No. Every bathroom.
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
I'm just saying, maybe this happened, maybe it didn't. But
that is some evil.
Chris only did one, so you got a record so far. You did multiple.
I also took a shit in every toilet there too. It was like 34 toilets.
Jesus,
goals.
That's
in one night.
Like,
no.
I like that goal, and it's funny because I tell people that I'm like, yo, at work, there's times I just want to shit on different floors, and nobody gets it, but you get it.
I do.
It's like there's just something.
Oh no. When I work, that's a thing. I get that because I did that too. When I worked in the building, I worked in a building for a data center. Actually, Casey worked there too. So actually, he was my boss. But so it was boring on the weekends when you're there. There's nobody in the building. So I decided I was going to take a shit in every bathroom while I worked there, and I did.
That's awesome.
And then I didn't quit. I quit it shortly after, but not for that reason. I was like, I achieved the goal. I'm done.
He's like, I need a new building.
No, I came home and started doing it. I was like, it's way more fun. But
it's one of those accomplishments that if you could do it, it's like, why not? You know
what's an accomplishment? Anything compared to the remake of Psycho.
I don't know about anything because I've seen at least worse.
Even failure, but here's my argument: even failure is even something you fail at is more of an accomplishment than Psycho, the remake. And the reason I say that is because, like, to what you were saying, Paul, the actors couldn't be actors. They had to be drones that said the same shit, did the same stuff, all that the original movie did. And that's why I hate this fucking movie. And here we go. I'm going to start a rant. You had to start the rant. All right.
That makes sense.
I am not a huge fan of remakes. I, in fact, don't like remakes unless they are trying to improve upon or go in a different direction of the original piece. That's, again, why I actually don't hate the Fog remake. Was it that good of a movie? No, but it did sort of improve upon the story. It fucked up the ending, though. But it improved upon the story of, like, who they were and elaborated more on it. So I like, as a remake, I'm like, I like when I can watch a remake and it does that. Not a poor example because that's a shitty remake, but it at least is a remake, even as shitty as it is, that added a value. It changed something to give us more information on the original, like from the original's perspective. That doesn't happen in this fucking movie. You get the same movie from a different director's perspective of just copying. He's just copying. The man should probably be arrested for copying a movie by the feds, because I think there's a label at the beginning that tells you not to do that shit, and he did that shit.
What is it called, like plagiarism or something?
I think it's more copyright infringement when it's on.
Well, the thing is, because I even read a thing, they said when they did this remake, it was scene for scene, but they even copied the camera angles that Hitchcock used.
Everything. Everything. You know why? Because it's a hack. It's a hack job. Like you're doing it because, okay, I'll copy this. This will get me in the news. This is this, and this. And it sucks because nobody wants to watch that one. It's better in the fucking original. It's fucking, go watch that. A master. Sorry, Gus Van Sant. No, I'm sorry. You're not a genius. Good Will Hunting was a really good movie. Maybe even great by some standards because of Robin Williams. Let's be real. But and not to put any of the other actors down, but Robert Williams is like through the roof on that movie. But it wasn't the directing. It really wasn't. You didn't blow us away in Good Will Hunting with the directing. It was the acting and then the story. Now, the reason I say that is because there's not another Gus Van Sant movie that I would be willing to go out on and fucking risk to fight about being really great. He's a lackluster filmmaker, in my opinion, who somehow generated heat because he got on Good Will Hunting. Now, many of these stars may say, no, I don't know what I'm talking about, but fuck you, River Phoenix. You should have taken better care of him, you fucking dick. But anyway, that's just me. I will say this. Hey, what's up, Chris? I will say this. Alfred Hitchcock remade quite a few of his movies on his own. He wrote these stories. He made them. They looked fucking amazing even then, black and white, noirish style, and then remade them and made them look and made the stories even better. He didn't remake them frame for frame, word for word. He said, I know how to make this better now because I'm a better filmmaker. Now, as a man, he could be just completely deplorable human being. I don't look into him enough, but I'm pretty sure I've heard enough stories. But as a filmmaker, the dude was a genius. And if you were humble enough to, now he's not a humble guy, but like in this sense, you're humble enough to say, I can do this better now because I've learned more, and then actually do that and achieve that, then anyone who remakes your movie shot for shot, that's not an homage. You're a hack and you're fucking suck. This movie sucks. It's not good because there's no heart. You rip the heart out of it. This isn't even my favorite Hitchcock movie. I may never watch Psycho again. I may never watch it again, but I've seen it and I enjoy it and I've seen it multiple times. I do like it and I respect it. The filmmaking side of it and a lot of other things, just the performances and such. But I don't respect anything. And it's not that I don't respect the actors that were in it, but you had Vince Vaughn in his prime. Anne Heche was very good at that time in her life. And not saying that she wasn't good later on, but like I didn't see much more after that. But like she was good in it. And like she was good in a lot of stuff. Julianne Moore on a rise of stardom coming in. And you get, this is what they get. They have no heart. They can't be actors. They can't put it out. Like you're right. I can't see Vince Vaughn, by his look, be Norman Bates. He's too confident of a human being. But I know he's a good enough actor that if you let him do it his way with his body stature and things like that, he would have given a good performance. But you didn't take the extra steps to step out of it and be like, you know what? I love it, but I'm going to try and do my spin on this. I can respect that. I can respect you taking something you love, taking Night of the Living Dead, like we did last week with fucking Savini, who is a fan and honestly not as strong as a director anywhere near Hitchcock or even Romero and others.
No.
But he took it, he put his own spin on it. He made a really good remake of something that he truly loved. This seems like a cash grab that was just done for what, get your name out there so you can get more jobs because really you suck and you didn't really write or direct or do anything with Good Will Hunting. That's just me. I don't dislike a lot of filmmakers, but I do dislike him. And this ripped the whole. In fact, I think I might not, in a weird way, be drawn to the original because I know this one exists.
Ooh, that's interesting. I've never heard that before.
And it's like thinking of like it's weird, but it's been tarnished for me.
So can we let's stay here for a second because this makes a fun conversation. This is like a conversation that's always an argument in horror as far as like the whole remake versus fucking just leaving the originals go, because people would say, and the reason why I want to say this is because you have the ones that hate remakes. Oh, fuck this remake, it ruins the original. And then you have the ones that say you still have the original, you can just go back and watch the original or ignore the remake. But you're saying because of this remake,
I don't dislike the original.
No. You don't like the remake. I know that. But because of this remake, you do not want to even go back and watch the original because of this remake.
I think I don't think about it as fondly as I did before I saw this movie.
Damn.
And I saw this one in theaters. So after I saw this, it was almost like I don't know. It's like, all right, it's a terrible comparison, but I'm gonna roll with it. It's like I own this really nice pocket watch that was handcrafted and custom made for me, and I loved it. And then Hitler took it and said, "I'm keeping this," right? And held it through the war. He did terrible things because he's a huge, horrible person and stuff, and he shouldn't be fucking with other people's stuff, but whatever. And then he dies, and then I somehow get it back. It's not as special for me. Sorry, Grandpa. I don't know if I like this one as much. It's been in a bad pocket. Like you took something that was special to many people and made this movie that really, does anybody defend this? And if you do defend this, have fun. But then what do you think about the original? Why not just defend the original? I'm not speaking.
Okay. I was gonna say really quick, I can see people defending this as far as if they've never seen the original, if this is how they're introduced to Psycho by seeing this one first.
And I'm so sorry for you.
And it just because of whatever reason that it happens all the time, but definitely go with the original. I say, oh my God. And then just never mind.
That's it. Just stop. That's the end of the sentence.
No, I was nothing.
Like definitely go with the original, then watch the sequels, because arguably the second movie is the best in the series. I can make an argument that Psycho 2, story-wise, is a much better story than any of the others. And we can get there one day when we get to the sequels wheel, but jerky. So we can get there when we get to the sequels wheel, but arguably Psycho 2 is just truly an amazing film story-wise, and Anthony Perkins nailed it coming back in, and Vera Miles and so many more. So the fact that you made this movie, and then supposedly it's a good TV show. I watched the first season. Sturdy was telling me that he watched.
It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, the show was actually good. Yeah.
So I'm all for it. You continue on the psychopath with all of that stuff. Leave this piece of shit alone. It sucks, and it will ruin the original.
So that's the first time I've ever heard that. I disagree with that argument as far as that it ruins the original. For you, it ruins it. But for me, as far as like overall, I don't feel a remake can ruin the original, because you can always go back to that. You can just fucking throw the remake away or give it to James. But
you know what it is? There's another movie that does that for me though, and it's a remake / sequel.
What movie?
And that's The Thing 2011.
The prequel.
The Thing 1982 definitely improved on the 1952 version, which was also a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it improved. 1982 is one of the greatest.
It did improve. I agree. Yeah.
It hurts me to know that 2011 exists.
The one from 82 is so good. People don't talk about the original. They talk about 82 like it's the original.
Yeah.
See, I'm not even bullshitting. They talk about 82 like people talk about like it's the original, and it gets to the point. There's times I forget that it's not the original. I'm like, this is the remake.
I was one of those people. I did not know The Thing, because it's, for one, it's a longer title. I never know it was like from beyond or something.
Thing from another planet.
From another planet. See, I didn't know that. I thought '82 thing, the thing was the original one until I was like, wait a minute. I was like, fuck, I never seen the original then, so I had to go watch it. It was a good movie, like I said, but I didn't like the monster. But in that time, I guess you got to do it. It's like a Frankenstein fucking how he was walking shit bothered me.
But you know what I like?
Still good.
Oh, you know what I like about the original? I know we talked about that, and if I could interject, I'm sorry, I started.
Go ahead.
Take away, but the thing I liked about that is each monster represented the times. You know, and if you really think about this, 1952, you needed a monster like that because we were always looking to like the Russians as the monster, these big overbearing forces, and then before that it was the Nazis and stuff. So people of that time, the scary thing was these monsters that are coming out of this nuclear age that are too powerful and that we feel like we can't stand up against, and that's why in every movie the good guy prevails through sheer will. Because at the time they were telling everybody, yeah, tough times, we're going back into Korea, but sheer will, we'll get through this. And that was a big propaganda speech. Worked. 1982, we're in a different world. The 70s really fucking hard on people, and people didn't know who to trust, especially after Nixon and all that other stuff. So when you get to 1982 and you have this movie, which is fucking brilliant, still annoys me that it was fucking outshined by a goddamn little glowing finger alien who I love, but at the same time, the thing, and it should have just did well. So
I agree.
My thing with that is it was such a provocative part of the times. The early 80s, we're coming out of the 70s, we're trying to figure out who we are. We don't know who we can trust. Reagan's coming in telling us trust us. There's a lot of aspect to that. There's a lot of depth. Then you get to 2011, which is a perfect representation of like the 2009 2010 bullshit movies that were coming out that were all special effects but no fucking substance whatsoever. It's a perfect representation of the fact that there was nothing, and I worked in the fucking film industry at that time. I'm still fucking goddamn mad about it. I got out of it because I was so fucking bored by the bullshit we had coming out.
Oh man.
There you go. I'm gonna have a heart attack if I keep ranting. So somebody else take.
All right, I got you. Don't worry. I just took a picture of this and had to send it to the group chat. So I got a Kevin Smith pop today. He's holding the camera, and then I made a pop for myself, sturdy. So recording some shit as I'm recording. You know,
we have a new idea for a show.
Yes, we do.
Part 2.
Yes, we do. No,
I feel
no.
Just thought I could sneak it in there real quick. Sorry.
No black tusks. Hell no. I ain't doing that shit.
Would you want moose jaws though? I want moose jaws because I didn't like Yoga Hosers and I didn't like Tusk, but I still want him to finish out his Canadian horror trilogy.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Fuck yeah, I'd watch it. Moose jaws, yeah.
Like I think out of all of them, I think I was excited for Moose Jaws because I feel like he's the type of director, if he's going to direct a horror movie. Those other two, like Tusk had it was a hard watch.
Yeah, it was weird.
Good movie, but it was a hard watch. So like I think that turned a lot of people off, whereas Yoga Hosers was so fucking, it was just like all over. I really think Moose Jaws he would excel at because like he's got a good brain for movies like that, like what Jaws was. And he could put a good comedic twist on it. Like he has a good understanding of classic movies. I don't know. When he pays homage rather than parodying the way he does, doesn't work as well, you know. But when he parodies, like he parodied everything in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and I thought that was a really fun movie. He went back to the basics. So that's why I think Moose Jaws could be really fun. And I'm taking this away because I don't want to talk about fucking Psycho remake. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest. Who fucking bought that Universal, you pieces of shit? Why would you do that? I want to know who was in charge at the time and was like, you know what we need? We need an exact colorized remake of Psycho set in the 90s because that makes fucking sense. I hate this shit.
See, part of my brain wants to reject it as a remake. It don't feel like it's a remake. It's a copy.
Yeah.
Poor
guy is a carbon copy. It's a shit you write on and then rip off and give to your fucking principals.
Yeah, this is that shit you would get in trouble in school for. Like, listen.
Yeah.
We told you to watch the movie and read the book, but don't write every single thing from the book. You're supposed to make it your own story.
This is so done. Yeah, you copied from the fucking book itself. Yeah.
Like, well, Psycho did it.
Stupid.
There we go. Psycho did it.
Yeah.
But let's dive into these Rizzy ratings.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna get to the quietest man on the show first.
Should
Be a 1.
He's
Wow.
so you are enough because I love you.
Oh,
You're so sweet. Stop it.
10.
All right. I don't know if this has ever been done on the show before, but and I know your ratings are -10 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because this movie has no heart, no bearing, no originality, no nothing. Even the cinematography pales in comparison because you're just copying, but you're not doing it in an intriguing way. I have to go with I refuse to rate this.
Ooh.
This guy.
And if I refuse to rate it, that literally means I don't think anyone should see this movie. It's not art. It's the same. It's the same art. Okay, here's another fucking ring. God damn it, Sturdy. It's the same art as if I printed off the Mona Lisa, a copy of the Mona Lisa, and sold it to you. But it's a fucking poster, so whatever.
Oh shit.
Hey, OG Micro Penis is here.
Oh, I already took care of it.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Right once I seen it, I took care of it.
I sent a private chat.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it though. I appreciate that with the eyes. That helps.
Yeah.
No problem. I just wanted to make sure I had both eyes on the prize there.
All right. Like I said, this didn't feel like a remake. It was definitely a copy, except they added the jerk off scene. But the original is way better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I got through it because it was a copy of the fucking original, basically. So it wasn't too bad. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm going to give it a 3.
I can't believe you guys gave this nothing but. Oh, I don't know. Give it.
Everything has to have a rating, man.
Yeah, but negative. This deserves negatives.
Nah, it's not that bad.
I can't tell you guys what to rate, but I hate this fucking movie.
So I'm gonna give it a 2. I mean, yes, it was a carbon copy of the other one, but it's just I like the show better than I like both of the movies. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think it was way better. I feel like actually, let me make myself smaller. I feel like this story could have been it's just told better. It's way more entertaining on the show because they do a lot more with it than just the handful of kills that he does in this movie. And it just makes more sense. You know what I mean? I know they got ridiculous later on in the seasons, but I'm saying with the first 2 seasons, especially from what I remember, just the way the premise was, just makes more sense on how this movie.
Well, because you see him from as a kid and everything, so it's like.
And you see how his obsession is with his mother, and you just kind of see him kind of just starting slowly but surely, and all this other stuff with the killing and shit,
with the abuse and everything.
Yeah, and how he's into the taxidermy shit, bully, just all kinds of shit.
For one, I'm telling you right now, I have a kid, and it's into taxidermy. Put a bullet back to the head. I'm not fucking raising a cycle.
This guy.
Jesus Christ, you can't do that. That's not right.
They're not.
Don't just no.
I'm not gonna have no Mike Myers.
Everybody out there, do not. If you see a taxidermist do that, don't do that. You're gonna go to jail. They're human beings.
If you get
caught, I'm gonna say, listen. Here's what I'm gonna say, people, to clear things up. That was pod talk, not real life. There's a difference.
That's pod talk.
There's too many people out there like, I hate Psycho too.
Yeah.
It's like when you hear the old folks saying putting 100 on 10 when you add extra to a story and all that shit. That's all it is, people. So don't get alarmed. Don't do shit like that.
I'm gonna tell you,
just putting it out there because I know there's a lot of stupid fucking people out there.
This is what I am gonna do for a fact, though. If I see, for example, 5 or 6 by 6-year-old or 5, I forgot how old Mike Myers started doing it.
Oh,
but you're cutting animals open and shit, making a fucking
you gotta do some
shadow boxes and shit. I'm not going to ignore that shit. I'm going to sign up for a fucking therapist right away. Say, check my kid here.
In this episode,
I'm like, what is he here for? I'm like, this motherfucker's cutting open fucking birds, and that's not normal.
With sawdust.
I fucking hate this. I hate this fucking movie so goddamn much. I hate this.
The thing that pisses me off more because it's like it's a hard copy. That pisses me off the most. But then you said Vince Vaughn, they could have had a better actor.
No, I disagree.
I think he would have done better if he was allowed to act.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
if he
think-
was allowed that, but I'm just saying, as the style he was doing now, it just didn't fit for me. I was like, Vince Vaughn shouldn't be here. And she did a great. I didn't mind her acting at all. She did good.
Like they did fine. But that's the thing for me. They did fine pretending to be the other characters.
Yeah,
but they didn't have the depth. They didn't have the heart that was there. They were just repeating the lines. They couldn't really even like put their own character or emotion into it. So sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but like this movie really just pisses me off.
Really grinds your gears, huh?
I got a second question because this movie's Hitchcock. It's old. I don't know that much of film. Not a history buff on film here. What movie is counted as the first slasher movie?
This one.
Yeah.
Is it Psycho? Because the shower scene, right? It's like that.
It set the tone for a lot of what we saw in slashers going for. So I would honestly, if you really want to know a movie that I feel like really set the tone for slashers, and people might disagree with me, but I think it's Black Christmas. Because I think Black Christmas took a lot from, at the time with Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out, which took it a different way. And I'm glad they both existed for what they were. Because Black Christmas, I think, is a little more traditional to what we know as the slasher genre now, and what like Halloween and what and all the carbon copies that kind of went on, all stems from. I want to apologize, but I think like for me, it's Black Christmas that we see the DNA in, whereas when you get to the more violent of the slasher films, there's a lot of footprints or fingerprints of Texas Chainsaw Massacre in there. Mm-hmm. All slasher films have Psycho DNA in there, in my opinion, because it birthed the elements. Now, it took heavily from film noir, thrillers, a lot of things from the past, and kind of put them all together and kind of open up the door to slasher films as we know it. That's why it's the granddaddy for many. But Cat People, even though it's more supernatural, it is more slasher. Like there's a lot you can consider slasher. Psycho had the DNA that made it work in the future, but I would definitely say that Black Christmas is what the model is more based on.
Okay.
So, now you can disagree or agree. I mean, anybody out there, you guys aren't. You guys have to agree with me.
We have to agree with him. Holy shit! But yeah, what was I saying? The carbon copy thing, and just the fact that it was like, again, yes, I enjoyed the original better, but it still wasn't, to me, it wasn't all that great. It was good, but it wasn't like a fantastic movie. Like, oh shit, like this is just but I do understand why it's in the conversation though, just because of the time and what it did, and
well, it's great filmmaking. Wise, it's fucking
yes.
I'm blanking out. I gotta find more Hitchcock movies because I know there's.
Yes.
Oh, Rear Window. That's a good one. My wife just said that.
Yes.
My favorite Hitchcock movie is Rope. I think it's his best written story. Now he has a lot of great stories, but because it's such a contained, character-driven story, and it's all done in one shot, for the most part, it is. The ends run out, but. For me, Rope is actually one of the movies I would say inspired Psycho out of all of his. North by Northwest, maybe a close one, Vertigo, but go back and watch a lot of Hitchcock. There are slasher elements in many, many, many of these movies, and horror elements, and that's why he's known as that now. He wasn't known as a horror filmmaker back then. It was Psycho that really kind of sparked that like talk of like, well, why are you diving into the horror? What is Rear Window? I've been making horror the
whole time.
Like he's like, it's just different things. Lifeboat, arguably one of the greatest horror films of all fucking time.
Love Lifeboat.
Right? Like, I mean, and they're all stuck in a boat. Who do you trust? That's the thing in a lifeboat. It's wonderful. So there's so many amazing elements to Hitchcock and what he brought to the table. But no, I wouldn't. I do think that people should go back and watch him. I think, especially if you're film fans, if you're filmmakers, if you're not watching them, good luck. And many people are going to be like, well, that sounds snooty. I am the scene snob.
He is.
I'll tell you, but I'm also
True.
right. I'm also very right. And most filmmakers would tell you.
Yeah, it's true.
You don't have to love them. But
No, you have to love them, but you got to do your homework and study.
It's worth. I may go back and check out a few because I do plan on, you know.
I watched a handful, like Rear Window. Like my wife just yelled it out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot he made that one. Definitely remember that one.
Great one. Had a good remake too.
Birds, Psycho. What's the other one? There was another one on top of my head. I forgot what it was.
Oh, we had Vertigo.
Vertigo. That's right.
Steps.
She catch a thief. But I don't know.
Yeah, The Man into the Little Dial-In for Murder. North by Northwest. I mean, he had countless films like Rebecca. Which was a ghost story. It was wonderful. They remade that not too long ago, and I always argue, it's like, don't, like, they lose the soul of what they are. Like, it wasn't a shot for shot remake, but it just wasn't as good of a story. Hitchcock he was a great filmmaker. He was an auteur. He knew what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Did you count Disturbia as a remake of Rear Window?
Which one?
Disturbia?
I would say it's one of those, like, it's a remake, but not really. Like, we're taking it in a new direction. Like, it's the same
I never realized that. I never thought about that.
I would argue that it's not changed enough to not give Alfred Hitchcock credit. You know, like, but I don't know that it's a direct remake or anything. You know, I thought it was an interesting contemporary take for the time on that story.
Okay.
You almost have to set. Actually, you know, it's another good one. It reminds me of Rear Window a lot. Fright Night, both of them. That would be cool to add to the remake wheel is the difference between Fright Night and that and the remake. Because that reminds me a lot of Rear Window. Now, of course, it's zanier vampire flick, but yeah, I just like that. That was a great concept. They've done it so many times. A Girl on the Train, and books copy that quite a bit. So it's hard to say it sucks.
Fucking books.
Read.
I'm a watch.
I am the scene snob. I do
read everything.
Oh man, so none of us are a big fan of the Psycho remake.
That is a fucking overstatement.
Because you would think people would be, because like if you like the original, it's because it's a copy. People are like, the remake is awesome.
You know what it is though? It's like when you do see a remake, you want them to at least you want them to change it up some. You want them to pay respects to the original or like have certain aspects from the original, but you don't want it to be the exact same, because I can go back to the original. They already did it better.
If you want a remake to be successful, and this is just me talking, this isn't me saying this is a fact, because I'm sure there's plenty that can change it up. But I think the really successful remakes that I can think of it was generational, like The Thing, 1952 to 1982, and then yes, if they had remade it with the themes of like that, you know, after 9/11 and the war and all that stuff, and I think it probably would have been a smash hit. Like everybody would have loved it, especially with practical more than, you know, get into that in a different way. But if you actually had themes rather than like shitty VFX and people not knowing what the fuck's going on, they clearly didn't know what the story was in that. And I almost argue that they didn't watch the original. So, you know, that's just sort of my take on it, is like, if you do it generationally, you can get some really good new stuff out of it.
Agreed. You gotta do it the right way though, which is not
like we reviewed it already. But Evil Dead remake, I really like.
That was fucking amazing.
But Evil Dead 2 within itself is a remake of the first one. You know, because they had to, because they lost the rights, so they just remade the first one, and then, in my opinion, made it better. Again, another like Hitchcock sort of thing. Like a filmmaker realized, I can do it better now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying filmmakers should be the only ones to remake their stuff. But if you're a filmmaker and you're looking at something, you're like, this is a great movie, but I think I can do it better. Gus Van Sant didn't say that here. He just said, I can do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like fucking TikTokers that just, and I do it too, so I get it. But it's like TikTokers who lip sync to a movie scene and act it out. And it's fun. It's fun. But I'm not going to package it and sell it in a movie theater and be like, I'm a great director, right? No,
I mean, if someone's stupid enough to buy it, I will.
touche. I mean, there are girls bottling their farts and people are buying them now, so I get it.
That's true.
Again, oh my god,
I need to get into that. I gotta get into that business.
They don't want them. They want the girls.
oh man,
Worth every bit of $400.
and we've had these conversations plenty of times on and off mic, James, where like with stuff like that, the reason why it's not that easy for guys because we're too nasty. You know how much shit we'd be selling right now?
Hey, there's a group for everybody. You just have to keep looking.
Sturdy.
It's harder for us.
If you want to buy services from us to put an upper decker somewhere, you can do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing it.
We know two people that may or may not do it.
You can hire them.
Yeah.
You don't feel like doing it yourself.
If you're in
just
trouble and no one else can help and you can find them, you can hire the B team.
If you don't want to personally take the shit in the tank,
UD.
pay me. I'll send you one of my turds in a box. You just drop it into the tank.
Heck yeah.
There you go.
That is
I like it.
so highly illegal because it's there's so many.
It's a
like,
biohazard.
EPA
It's like
fucking.
That's wild. But just imagine that. Just imagine that shit going down, and then someone's like opens the box on video and drops it in the tank and posts it online. Boop, bloop.
Imagine it's diarrhea.
Oh gosh! If that's what they ask for.
Sorry for the wet one. Here you go.
It's all shaken up.
It's just James eating a burrito, and he's like, "They're gonna like this one."
Wow.
Your shipment will be coming soon.
Right.
And this is what you get from Horror with Sir Sturdy, people. You're going to get us talking about the movie, whether we like it or not. You're going to get a bunch of randomness with horror or not, and you're going to get some fun, silly shit. That's what you get here on Horror with Sir Sturdy. I can guarantee.
This goes with the movie. The movie was shit, and this was talking about
That's
shit.
true. And some scenes did take place in a bathroom.
That's true. Actually, this is the first movie that showed a running toilet.
Oh.
Or no, maybe not a running toilet, but it showed a toilet. I have to double check the original, not the fucking stupid bullshit.
No, I know what you meant.
There are many toilet scenes since the bullshit came out. I'm talking about the original. The original, I think, was the first movie to have a toilet scene, or it was running. I can't remember if it ran in the movie or not, though.
I'm trying to think. Is that the one where she ripped the paper up and threw it in the toilet and flushed it? Was that the original, or was that the remake? I watched them both.
She did that. Well, she did that in the remake.
Okay, so maybe she did something.
I think it is a running toilet. That's the first time they're showing it.
She may have flushed. I don't remember. Anyway, this is one where I'll say, of course, watch at your own risk, but definitely watch the original. And
don't watch it.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you that. I can never tell you not to watch a movie, even the ones I hate. I'll just say watch at your own risk. And
if you watch this movie before you watch the original, you're a piece of shit. And you have a micro penis.
But you also
don't have a penis at all.
Don't worry about it.
What if they have a vagina? Then what? They have a micro penis too?
You're beautiful,
Yeah,
but it's horse shit that you watched this movie before the original. So I just tell men they're assholes.
See this?
I love one. Wonderful.
Aaron, what's the movie for Thursday?
I'm glad you asked, James. I'm glad you asked.
For Thursday.
Maniac.
Nice.
And then I didn't make the event for it for Friday or Saturday yet, but for Saturday's movie, because we have an interview on Friday, Saturday's movie, midnight. Oh, you guys are gonna love this one. It's a shark movie and a prison movie all in one.
Oh boy.
That's one I found for you.
Yes.
Fuck.
This just happened to get picked on the wheel.
Jesus
Shark.
Christ.
Oh, come on.
Kansas Women's Prison Massacre.
Let me guess what sets it off. Someone had their monthly and they want someone in the lake.
But it's prison. They have to break out of prison first.
Oh yeah, oh my god, that fucking out like that fucking side road restroom that they break out of, that just they clearly painted paper prison sign on the fucking wall.
I can't. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. But yeah, people, listen, that's gonna be
Shark, Kansas, the women's prison.
Yes.
No, Sharkensaw.
Oh,
Sharkensaw.
Sharkensaw. Oh,
Arkansas.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, I got you.
But it's Sharkensaw Women's Prison Massacre.
Can't call it Shark, Kansas?
No, they don't like that down there.
I don't give a fuck. I'm in Carolina. I don't care what they say. I call it Appalachian over here too. It's Appalachian.
Whatever it's called.
You're from North Carolina, sir? There's a whole other one.
It's going to be fun. I hope. It's going to be terrible, but I'm going to have a good time with it. Over on Cerdo Vision at midnight Saturday. Technically Sunday, but you know what it is. You'll see. You'll be there. You'll have a good time.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking
wait.
Do
Saturday. I don't know if I could be there Friday.
Oh, no. Yeah, because Friday we're doing the interview anyway. That's why I was like...
Yeah, I have a
wedding.
So if I can promote it, we have Mega Night at 8, and then at 10 I'm doing a watch party of Roadhouse over on our Discord.
Roadhouse.
Ooh, nice. Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Go check that out. Which I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I will be hosting.
Aaron did not like Roadhouse, by the way.
I did.
We reviewed it.
Too many white people. Keith David's in it.
Yeah, but I don't even remember the movie.
The remake will be
for like 3 seconds.
I really don't remember the movie too well, but I know I didn't care for it too much. And I see they're making a Bill and Ted remake. It's probably gonna suck like the other ones.
They did. They already made the third one. Oh, they're making a remake?
I could have sworn they were doing something else. I swear I seen something recently. Because I was just scrolling through it. Me and you were talking about the movie the other day, and I was like, "What is this bullshit?"
Come on, are they really?
I don't hope they don't remake that movie.
I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. I could have sworn I seen something like that. It just popped in my.
Sturdy hates that movie because there's,
it's not funny.
Not enough representation.
Like it. Yeah, not enough representation of comedy in it. None.
Well, it's not a comedy. It's a fucking bar bouncer.
About the black man again? Like, what are we talking about right now?
I thought we were talking about Roadhouse.
We're talking about Bill and Ted.
Oh, Bill and Ted now.
I like Roadhouse too, but I do get why people might not like it. Yeah. It's weird. That's why I like weird. Yeah. Like, it's not weird to remake a fucking movie shot for shot. It's not weird. It's just stupid. I like weird shit. I
love weird shit, but
I like normal shit. No, that's not true. But like even movies that come out like the mainstream, I like them too. They're fine. They get boring.
Oh yeah, me too. I love normal shit too, but weird is just better.
No, when I was younger, I liked Bill and Ted. It was just different at the time. It was just weird and it was that silly comedy. But now I watch it. I understand what you're saying, Aaron. The jokes are not the same. Like I'm like,
Sturdy showing his true colors. I'm gonna pull a Kanye West. Sturdy hates white people.
Listen, man.
No, I'm sorry. Sturdy does not care about white people.
It depends on some of them. I don't.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Do you care about every white? Do you guys care about every white people? Every white person?
No.
I don't even care about myself half the time.
I know, right?
I just want to watch TV.
I just want to watch TV.
Leave me alone and let me watch TV.
Let me watch my shit.
That's true. Just let me watch my shit. Not this abysmal piece of shit.
Altogether, I just hate a lot of people. Well, hate's a strong word. I just leave me alone. Dislike a lot of people. Just people stay away from me.
There we go. We're building. I'm a people person.
Paul, you can stay
to an extent.
I gotta get you. You either got to turn on a light or I got to get you that ring light ASAP.
I got 2 fucking lights on above me right now. It's a sad
How
part.
you look? Am I the
one right here?
I'm not saying that word.
I'll say it.
You might have to do it like I had to do it. I got these 2 tripod lights right next to me, aimed right at me. Not from above. They're like right at me. Because I tried the above shit, it didn't work.
Or just a ring light, he would probably be good with too.
Oh yeah.
I think a ring light right in the front shows beautiful eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Or TV eyes.
He said, "You look like you're hidden in the corner, trying to pretend you're not podcasting right now."
That's exactly what I'm doing right now.
Hey, yo, he's culting. He's a fuck. What's that called?
Who harmed you? I have to stop this. I'm going to North Carolina.
What's that? He's a cock? What's that called?
A cuck?
A cuck?
He watches a podcast. He's in the corner.
He's a pod cuck over there jerking off.
He's like got his phone. He's watching it, and he's just like,
yeah.
Goddamn Pornhub and taking away all that shit.
Well, now I really can't come, so I'm gonna get off you guys.
Oh shit!
Damn it, Chris.
Oh shit!
Fuck,
that'd be
man.
funny.
Fuck. That was fun. That was
Okay.
fun. The movie wasn't so fun, but that was fun.
Dude, can we do can we do a Patreon thing for our Patreons where we make fun of the movies I made?
Hell yes.
Like every time we get up like a certain amount of subscribers, we'll release one, and we'll just like Mystery Science Theater 3000, all the movies I made.
Yes. When?
That'd be hilarious. That'd be great.
I have to stop. This is, I guess, shut my brain off. I give too many ideas out.
That's fun. I'm in 1,000%. Sturdy is in for that.
I'm shocked you don't have that. You didn't do that for your own.
I don't have any movies. Oh, him.
No, yeah.
I just thought of it.
He's like, I just thought of it now. He's like, damn.
Let's do it.
Paul can join,
No,
but he probably
no. I mean, just having your own content like that, like because you have movies.
Yeah, they're
that
bad.
You
though.
have like. Well,
I mean, I worked on good movies, but the shit I made was bad.
Put it out there, man. It's part of your shit.
Because I got to a point like where with the writing and the even directing and stuff like that, like I want to be this, I want to be this. Everybody says that going in, and then I did, and I started making things, and then I turned around and I started liking producing. Once you get into producing, you're working on things, you're a part of it, you get the rights to certain things, but you're not making it. Like now I do a lot more creative than I did in the film industry, so a lot of stuff that I worked on was my stuff that I was putting out there, and I never grew past the green until I started doing this, because I learned more and I put more out and I made more engaging content. Like I feel like if I made a movie now, I've learned so much even within that time, I could make hopefully knock on wood, a good movie. Like you never know what will resonate with people, but I feel like I have the chops to do it. But when I started these movies, I did not. So it would be fun to do.
Oh man, I think, but no, going back to that, though, I think that'd be a fun fucking thing to do. I think it'd be a fun fucking funny thing to do.
And keep an eye out because I may venture into that pool.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. And
Paul's like, is my stuff gonna suck? No, because I know better now, and you got me.
Oh, I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna tell you what, but I'm venturing into something pretty dope.
Do I know about it?
You do.
Okay, good. I always hate being the last person to know.
Is it OnlyFans? Please tell me it's an OnlyFans.
Oh, I'll do it.
No. It's something I can't say out on the live. Like it's something that's big, that's being planned and recently got discussed about within the past couple of days or yesterday or shit. I don't even fucking remember, but
I didn't know what we talked about, so that's why I said, do I know about it? Like, is this one of the things that we talked about?
Sturdo Vision is all I'm gonna say. Yes, it's the late night show, but it's gonna be a lot more than that.
And I would like to say one for Sturdy and I on the Scene Snobs. Pop culture. That's all I'm going to say. There was already a hint to it tonight.
There was.
A big one.
Actually, there really was. But you got to go back and watch the tape.
Yep.
You can't even listen. And I'll say this, you can't even listen to the audio for this one, maybe, but you better watch the tape. There's no prize for it. Just more bragging rights.
Yep.
And
our reviews
make sure you guys
for Night Swim. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's out.
Oh fuck, I gotta drop mine. I'll drop it tonight. But I was gonna say, be on the lookout for that because we're doing something called Go Stream or Go See, Go Stream, some shit, whatever the fuck.
Go see your stream.
There you go. Go see your stream.
It's your show.
We're doing some shit.
Well, it's technically it's a mix. It's a mix.
It's a mix. We all do it. Like I could do it, James. I'm gonna steal your co-host.
Hell yeah, go ahead, do it.
James, go see something so I know.
Make me an offer. You just have to put a penny.
Not Psycho.
I'll make more.
And honestly, I have an idea for that. Something that me and you were talking about earlier, Mick, and something that I actually discussed with James before we went live. So with that said, people, listen, go follow the motherfucking Scene Snobs right now. Go follow Worst Damn Gamer Ever right now.
Definitely.
Follow Popcorn and Pints. Follow Stories from a Bar. Follow Horowitz or Sturdy, of course, because there's so much shit coming out from all of us. I mean,
hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Ding, 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 ding. And Smarknado, you know, the best wrestling podcast out there. Go hit them guys up too. Hit that bell for them. They're actually going live now for some of their shit. I'm proud of them. They're finally going live for some of their shit. So go check those guys out. Show them some fucking love and give them that courage so they can keep doing the shit and really doing what they need to be doing with that show. Because I know what they could do and all that good shit.
And join our Patreons because this man needs a haircut and I need to fix my micro penis.
He does. And I don't know about that, but I do need a haircut. Just cut it up a little bit, get it cleaned up, kind of like my pop figure. And yeah. But we're out here. Have a great night. I'll see you in nightmares. Peace.
Peace.
Later.
And Jamie Lee Curtis's mom is